Hello everybody, this is N.M.P.D here, and today my point has been proven yet again. I was right with what I was talking about on my previous video. Who could have saw that coming? On my previous video, I was talking about how much I was burnt out on the YouTube channel in general with making effort content. And when I was making the video, I basically called out the problem, and I called out the people that caused the problem. And I basically told it like it is. I didn't sugarcoat it this time. I basically told it like it is. And of course, you're gonna have that one guy that has the nerve to want to have a problem with that. God forbid you actually call it out for what it is.
Oh, but Mr. N.M.P.D, what was the very thing you called out?
I might as well explain it to you because clearly you didn't watch the previous video, which, I mean, I don't blame you. You don't really have to if you don't want to. I get it. I basically called out people who are racist pricks, acting like a bunch of racist bastards. And I don't use that term lightly. I mean that they are actually racist. I'm not saying that as like an insult. I'm saying it because that is exactly what they are. And I basically called out the people who were like that in my past. And I also said something about what I think about people in general. Now, when it comes to that, have I been exaggerating when it comes to that? Probably. However, when it comes to the racist that caused problems in my life, am I wrong for calling them out? Not at all, because that shit really does need to be called out now, because the people like those have gotten away with so much. And for this video specifically, this further proves my point. Unfortunately, I don't have a screenshot of this racist weirdo that decided to have the nerve to try to comment on my channel, and spoiler, it was blacklisted the entire time, so it was never really out there to begin with. So that's a big L in his part. Usually it would show the hidden comments in the hidden comment section, but in this case, there was a warning backed up saying, "Are you sure you want to see it?" Which is not something I usually see before. Usually hidden comments are usually like just false positive comments, and sometimes those hidden comments are exactly what they are. Well, but not like that, I guess, when it comes to the racism side. But I clicked on it. He basically commented saying, "Shut up with the N-word." Not the hard R, thankfully, but still, I see why that comment is on hold. And immediately I have to say, no you. Fuck you. This is my goddamn channel, and I will make what I want to make, and I will rant what I want to rant, and if you can't handle that, if you don't like that, then get the fuck out of here and don't let the door butt fuck you in the ass on the way out. After that, I ended up banning him immediately. I didn't even have the thought of wanting to screen cap it before I did it. I just did it anyways. It's basically like a situation of ban first, ask questions later. And it just really goes to show to prove more of my point with what I'm against, and I'm going to continue to be against it more, and I will not be sorry neither. Because at the end of the day, I'm not wrong with the things that I'm saying here. They have the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. They can't be reasoned with. They cannot comprehend with anything. They have no empathy, no sympathy, no morality, no mercy, no nothing. They have no heart. They don't care. Pure evil. And they're not really much of the brightest tools in the shed, so to speak. The more they keep this up, the more they prove my points, the more misanthropic I will become. And at this point, I feel like that is truly my destiny. It makes sense now. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. Maybe one of these days it could be probably for another video for another time, but then again, probably not. I don't even know anymore at this point. You know, I really don't want to make these type of videos, but I have to sometimes, you know, because this stuff is not a game. It's not a joke. This is real shit that I'm explaining to you guys, and it needs to be called out somehow. So it is what it is. You don't have to watch the video, but you have to understand why. And if you don't want to understand it, then that's more than perfectly fine. However, you don't have the right to be talking about it. And I do believe that's fair. If you don't want to understand it, then there's the door. It's that simple. You don't get to be a part of the conversation if you don't want to understand. And I will have to give out a reminder yet again. I've explained this before and I will explain it again. If anybody has the nerve to be like him, don't act surprised if I ban you. Or if the comment doesn't really show up anyways. I mean, regardless, you're gonna get blacklisted. And I will ban you for good measure as well. I don't care who you are, what you look like, and how old you are. It is unacceptable behavior and it will not be tolerable.
Oh, but Mr. N.M.P.D, you're just sensitive.
Got me there, I guess. Either way, I'm still not gonna let it happen. You expect me to just keep quiet and let this shit happen? No, I'm not gonna let this happen. This is my channel at the end of the day. You're doing this on my space. And here I am, making it clear with my boundaries that I am not okay with this shit. Again, don't care who you are, what you look like, or how old you are. It's unacceptable regardless. And it's also just pretty immature and childish to be acting like that as well. I bet your mother's real proud. Like, it just shows how much you just can't control the way that you act in public in real life and they act like this. Like, it's disgusting, man. It really is just straight up disgusting. Like, I don't go around acting like outside of what I do on my YouTube channel, like making like fucked up jokes or whatever. Like, I don't do that. You know, there's something called a certain time, certain place. You don't do that on a public setting. It makes you look so bad. Especially when you're at work. You can't be yourself there. They're gonna use it against you. That's one of the main reasons why I have this YouTube channel, is that I feel like I can actually be myself for once without any Karen having some sort of issue about who I am as a person. I may not be perfect, but at least I don't go around acting like a racist shithead towards other people for no actual reason at all. And you know what? While we're in the topic of my points being proven right, I was right about how Killing Floor 3 was gonna turn out, and I will stand by it. And back then, people gave me some shit for it, saying that I was being too judgmental, which I find it ironic, which they were the ones being very judgmental towards me. And it really showed some true colors to at least one individual that I thought I was cool with, but clearly he wasn't really all that cool with me. I'm not talking about Gamer, I'm mentioning somebody else that I thought I was cool with. I thought we were cool, but turns out we weren't really all that cool at the end of the day. Because that guy had the nerve to try to act like he knows me in the replies of somebody else's comment saying that, oh man, this is always his judgment. No, I'm not. The gameplay of that trailer that I watched before Killing Floor 3 became beta and everything was slow. And if it is slow, I'm going to say that it's slow. All I'm gonna say for that is that I told you so and you decided to keep on ignoring my warnings. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna do it for this video. I feel like calling this problem out yet again. I'm not gonna bother making another type of video about this again. I basically said what I said, and I basically am still against what I'm against, and nothing and nobody will make me change my mind for that. I'm not really gonna let it affect me as much. I mean, if it was back then when I was 15 and I saw this shit, oh yeah, you know I would be freaking the fuck out and I would definitely be continuously talking about this non-stop. But now, I'm just gonna treat it like it's just another nobody, because at the end of the day, he's just some racist weirdo loser on the internet that's just a nobody at the end of the day that I'm going to forget about regardless. And the tools on YouTube exist for a reason, and I'm going to use them for that exact purpose. If people decide to take it too damn far, the guillotine they go. For my next video, I don't feel like making another one of these type of videos again that doesn't involve like drama or the credit card censorship shenanigans that's still going on, by the way. I want to try to do something that I used to do back then, like some gameplay. I definitely can't do Gmod right now though, but maybe like a let's play, like some Helldivers, I can probably do that. But till then, please leave a like. It'll let me know that you understand and that you enjoy what I do. And till then, I will see you guys next time.